Hello world, welcome everybody, namaste. Today we're gonna look at civil engineering memes because well, I completed civil engineering. चलिए शुरू करते हैं तो nice duct tape in the road. Okay, this is only possible if the road had green concrete in it, self-repairing road like they use some bacteria in there. Because of less air pollution, civil engineers can see the future. Engineering bingo. Will this be on the next exam? So release crying. Oh, okay. Wow. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. मतलब pause करके देख लेना है. Oh, this is good. Shoes be like during CAD lab. During survey lab. Okay, CAD lab is where AutoCAD, where we have to work on the laptop and computers, and survey lab is out on the field. So accurate. Evolution of a civil engineer. Yes. Surveying, it's all about the surveying. When a civil engineer falls in love. Yes. Making memes in Photoshop. Small brain. Making memes in MS Paint. Making memes in AutoCAD. Half credit. If you build a bridge and it collapsed and killed everyone, do you get a half credit? Hurtful but true. But this is true. When you come to know that L&T is coming for campus recruitment, when you realize that it's L&T Infotech and not L&T Construction. Frustrated civil engineer. Yes, L&T is Larsen & Toubro, one of the biggest civil engineering companies in India. Nobody, engineering student, didn't get much sleep, but I did get a few hours of anxiety. When you're a civil engineer, but you always wanted to be a network engineer. Oh, welcome to civil engineering. We have spaghetti, pointy boys, frick, poo samples, boys in blue, depression. Okay, the poo samples is not actually real poo, it's soil. So we have to go different places and collect the soils, and yeah, we have to actually make rules out of it. So that's it resembles poo. When you can decide on computer science or civil engineering, that's called an arc. The whole thing stays because of they're under compressive loads. Yeah, civil engineering students during graduation, after graduation. Like clearly this is a joke, of course. Those people who work in it, they're the laborers, workers. They're the one who carries the soil and does the stuff. Boys in lab, girls in lab. Result D and A plus. Okay, now this is accurate because in the lab, whether we have to cut an iron piece or a wooden block or whatever, or welding, and since girls are not usually very hands-on with these things, so they usually tell the boys to okay, can you cut this piece of iron, because even for us, like cutting the iron is, my god, it was just the arms get numb, the hands get numb. If you're good at something, never join engineering. Oh, word from the Joker. Civil engineer's wedding. When you really want to be a sniper, but you end up studying. Ooh. Yeah, we used to pretend that. Whenever we had surveying, we had to get the dial. Just like a sniper rifle, you have to accurate, you have to put in the dial. And yeah, we pretended that it was sniper. Okay, 2 millimeters up, 2 millimeters up. What's the wind? Wind is this much in this direction. It was exactly the same. And the award for Civil Engineer of the Year goes to... Yes. Yes. Well, soil. First thing we were taught in geotechnical engineering was that soil is completely unpredictable. It's like the stock market. If you dig 1 feet and you dig 2 feet, you get something completely different. So this usually happens when either due to an earthquake or excessive water, the soil bulks up. So this pushes anything that's surrounding that area, it pushes it up. That's the reason. Government, work from home, civil engineer. ये दीवार तोड़ के बाजू वाला कमरा अंदर कर लेते हैं भाई. Okay, English translation. Let's break this wall and bring the other room in this room. But I love this movie, Munna Bhai MBBS. Mechanical engineers build weapons. Civil engineers build targets. Oof, don't do us like that. That's kind of true, because what is the most, who suffers the most destruction during wartime? Buildings, roads, anything that is civil engineering related. That's so true. My heart, resting, exercising, designing a beam with a factor of safety of 0.98. Oof, okay, let me explain this. Factor of safety is basically a number under which the loads should, it's like a limit, it's like a boundary. So factor of safety of 0.98 means it's just even for 0.01 mistake you do, the whole thing is just it goes haywire. Difficult task is to place the instrument back, then to take reading. Yeah, this is accurate. This is accurate because once we take out the theodolite and we adjust it and everything after we taken all the readings, getting it back in, that's the thing. You twist, turn, twist, turn. Civil engineers during survey lab. When professor is around. When professor leaves. Yes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. As I told you, we used to pretend we were snipers and all that stuff. Yeah, fun times. Site engineer at the end of the day. Okay, a site engineer is the person who goes to the field and actually oversees everything. You know, whether the construction workers are doing their job, whether they have adequate amount of cement, they have sand, how's the weather, everything. The site engineer is where they has to stay at the site all day long. Analyzing structure using slope deflection method. Unsolved problem in civil engineering. Design a highway with stopping site distance adequate for a coefficient of friction of 0.5 and reaction time of Salman Khan. Okay, for common people translation. Stopping site distance is the minimum distance required for your vehicle to stop, and coefficient of friction, where that's a number, and reaction time is if you were driving and you see someone, an animal or someone, how long does it take for you to react? Usually it's taken as 2.5 seconds. So this joke is on Salman Khan actually. Moment distribution method, because life is all about sharing moments. Oof. Moment distribution method was a extremely long and tedious method, and it's outdated also. He fire protect, he neck, he deflect. Fire protect because a steel beam it does not catch on fire. It can melt, but it does not catch on fire. He neck. So if you pull a steel rod or steel beam for too long, it gets smaller and it cracks. Deflection, well, deflection is just bending for common people. Civil engineer waiting for the head of the department who had told civil engineering has a huge scope. I think it does have scope provided that you want to go in there. For Christmas I want a dragon. Be realistic. An A+ in reinforced concrete design. What color do you want for a dragon? Red. When you bunk all survey labs and you get chain surveying for final. We use chain surveying, we use 20 meters or 30 meter chain and we measure distances. So yeah, even me included, we used to goof around. Like, initially when we went there, oh yeah, playing with the chains, playing Ghost Rider and stuff, yeah. Triggers memories. When you wanted to be a mechanical engineer, but the cutoff was high, so you chose civil. Oh, I'm not entirely sure if that structure is stable because you can already see that there's a bamboo supporting the structure, so yeah, it looks dangerous. When your college has only one total station. Oh, this is so accurate. A total station is one of those machines where devices that we calculate the distance and stuff. So yeah, we have to be super careful, But there'll be if this breaks, all of you have to pay for it, yeah, and it's very expensive and stuff. Yeah, we know. Normal person on Sundays. Civil engineer on Sundays. Yes. Usually because on Sundays there's less traffic, so it's much more easier to do the field job. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall because the weight of Humpty Dumpty exceeded the compressive strength of the wall. This is the best engineering poetry I've ever read. Come on, this is good. A compressive strength is, strength that is under compression. Oh, this is good. Okay, last one. Not a civil engineer meme, but it's good. Look man, I got a master's in electrical engineering, alright? Welcome to Baskin & Robbins. This is the most realistic scene in any Marvel movie. Yeah, that's kind of true because you have to understand that India produces the maximum amount of engineering graduates, and so by sheer volume, the amount of employed engineers are 1 to 4%. Yeah, out of the total engineers, hundreds of thousands of engineers being produced every year, only 4% of them are employable. So yeah, that speaks something about the population of our country. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Dhanyabad. Thank you.